Alright, so Choi bar and reverse Choi bar, basically head positioning with cupping grips. So there are, I think, three types of grips that you can employ. First of all is the Rouse mat. It's not really a permanent grip, but it is a movement that gets the arm bent and the shoulder rotated and the thumb rotated. So you can start with that. Then you can go to the cupping grip. So I'm gonna have to check this, how Lachlan does it, but I think it's gonna be similar for the normal and for the reverse Choi bar. So basically, you're using both hands. So one is on the shoulder, pushing down and out, and pushing down and pulling, and the other is on the elbow, and it's also pushing down, pulling up. So you have rotational forces in both sides, plus you're crunching your body and using your neck to pull, to push and bend the arm, right? So it will be straight. You're pulling on the elbow. So basically, you'd have one top arm and one bottom arm. The top one would be closer to the shoulder. It will be rotating the shoulder to you and pulling, pushing down and pulling to you, right? And the other one would be on the elbow. It would be rotating also in and pulling down. And your neck, you would be oblique crunching in, and with the neck you would be bending the arm, right? And then the third one would be the reinforced butterfly grip, right? So the reinforced butterfly grip is different for the reverse and normal Choi bar, but the cupping grip's more what I'm concerned about, right? Because you can, like, for a normal Choi bar reps from half grip, so those are Rouse mat, right? So you have the underhook, and so that can go close to the shoulder, and then the second one will go to the elbow and rotate in, right? So the one that's on the elbow, on the shoulder, it's closer to the shoulder, it will be pushing the shoulder closer to you and pushing down, right, to rotate the shoulder. And the one that's the bottom one would be rotating the elbow in, pushing down and pulling to you, right? And also the same thing with your neck. You would be bending the arm and rotating your body. So I'm gonna have to check how he does it, because you can do you can get your underhook arm to be the one on the shoulder and the secondary arm to be the one on the elbow, or you can get your underhook arm to be on the elbow and the secondary one on the shoulder. And they're both different, right? Because if you get the underhook arm on the shoulder and the secondary one on the elbow, I think it's going to be harder to pull out, right? Because you're controlling and twisting the elbow. So that's going to be more difficult. But then again, you don't have that much control of the shoulder. So you're controlling the shoulder by pulling, not pushing, right? So you're pulling down, so you're putting the front and side delt on your hips, but the rotation of the shoulder is with a pulling motion, is with a pushing motion, not a pulling. Pulling would be stronger, right? So the arms are kind of twisted, right? So the underhook is near the shoulder, and the other one goes over and on the elbow. Or you can go the one that's the underhook is on the elbow, and the other one is on the shoulder, right? So that one's gonna, I think, offer more control at the shoulder, right? Because it goes over the shoulder and it pushes down and pulls the shoulder in and rotates it, right? And then the underhook, it goes on the elbow, and it pushes it down. It doesn't pull it down, right? It pushes it down and kind of pulls it. No, it doesn't pull it. It pushes it down and it pushes it kind of to rotation. Plus, with your neck and head and body, you're bending it, right? So I'm gonna have to play around with that, which one offers more control. I think the second one, right? Because it's a bit more natural. Like the underhook is on the elbow, and it bends the elbow and rotates it by pushing. And the pulling grip is on the shoulder, like kind of on the rear delt, and pulling in, pushing down and pulling in, and the body crunches in and bends the arm, right? So, yeah, because I think you have more control at the wrist with your head. So the most control would be needed at the shoulder, right? Because the first one where you control the underhook is on the shoulder and the secondary arm is on the elbow, it offers more control at the elbow but less at the shoulder, right? But we already have the control we don't have the control at the elbow, but you have the control on the wrist. And the wrist is closer to the elbow, so I think we need to control the shoulder more, right? So the underhook would be on the elbow, pushing down and pushing the elbow, rotating the elbow, and the secondary arm would be on the rear delt, cupping and pulling in, and pushing down and pulling in, and the head crunching out. I think it's gonna be the same shit basically for the reverse turbo, but I'm gonna have to check that.